Man, this news just stay hot and heavy, don't it? It stays hot and heavy. Errol Spence Jr. is now talking. So, as I told you yesterday, when I told you Crawford Spence 2 would be taking place and all the stuff that was going on the day after the fight, I'm giving you the layout. I'm telling you what the discussions is gonna be. It's not about money. That's already been taken care of. It's in the original agreements. So none of this was the problem. Now here's the big situation that's getting ready to rear its head as this fight is gonna get closer and move forward. I had somebody who just told me I didn't know what I was talking about when it came to boxing. I swear to God. They actually said that. I used to box before and, they just said this recently in the chat. I tell you, they exposed themselves more than I used to box, and I know just from, just listen, I could tell who knows something and who don't. I said, oh, really? Because you just saying that proves you know nothing. If you're going to sit there and actually have the audacity to say, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to boxing. But I know what I'm talking about when it comes to basketball. But boxing, no. The things people will say. And so people called him out for being an Errol Spence fan. And he said, no, I picked Crawford. I'm just saying. Don't call me an Errol Spence fan. I picked Crawford. I'm just saying. He don't know what he talking about. I could tell. So, I got this prediction, or whatever you want to call it, exactly right. Broke it down to a science how the fight should play out, and it played out exactly like that. And the reward I get for it is I don't know what I'm talking about. How interesting. You see how I tell you they exposed themselves? They exposed themselves, and you don't even got to try. You don't even have to try, buddy. Hate spider webs. These people will expose themselves so quick. Now, the only person that isn't making the excuses is Errol Spence. Errol Spence Jr. isn't making any excuses, but he's making an excuse. When I told everybody he was a fat, you know what? Going into this fight, y'all told me, no, you don't. He looked great. He had a great weight cut. They asked him about it. He said he felt great. No, man. Losing weight ain't no problem, man. I'm good. He was good. Then, when he took a beat down the way he did, he wasn't good. Now it's the weight. So, the fight deal is already there. Everybody's saying he should retire. Not when you got 20, 30 million left on the table. Might as well go back in the ring, take your lumps, get your 30 million, then you can retire. Do one more safe fight at the crib. It's a farewell fight down the road next year, and then you're done. I told you he only had about 3 fights left in his system before it's all over. You might as well get it out right now. There's no need for hesitation. This is it. So your 2-3 fight deal is over. Just like that. So this is not a shock and awe. They have to get on this right away because this is the only way they can get the fight going. If it don't happen in December, it ain't never gonna happen. Errol is not gonna get any better. The Vegas odds have it going at 9 rounds already for a rematch. 9.5 is the over-under. They haven't even signed the deal yet. 9.5 rounds is the over-under right now for the rematch. Of course, they got to talk venue because you got to start the promotion right away. But you got to give people the doubt for them to come back to the seats. You got to say, well, Errol Spence, he was too small, man. So Errol congratulated Terrence Crawford and said, hopefully we could do this sooner than later this year. And put hashtag 154. Right? Now somebody gonna say if there's anything wrong with that. No, it isn't. There's nothing wrong with what you just saw there. You know the problems, you know the situations, you know how everything is in totality of people coming out saying the wrong things, doing the wrong things. This is what is going to play out here. As I go on the radio show, I'm going to reveal some things I didn't reveal here. You're going to hear for the first time ever on the radio station. I spent my time today talking to boxing enthusiasts and experts and other fighters. That's what I did. I just couldn't waste my time listening to an idiot talk about me all day. Now,
boxer blood.
no. I'm not somebody who believes that this fight will be any different. Weight, I don't think is the difference of the fight. Because if Terrence Crawford could come in at 54, If Terrence Crawford could come in at 54, what is that going to? What is that going to do for Errol? Oh no, everybody gonna be on the Bud train now. This Bud's for you. 7 pounds do mean a thing. But when you have somebody like Terrence Crawford who filled out at welterweight, Errol was better fighting him before he really filled out at welterweight. Now Terrence is a full-fledged welterweight, which means he's probably a 154 fighter. He's probably more prevalent at 154 than he is at 47. So 54 is the 7 pounds less. Bud got a cut. So he might be even more fresher and even more sharper than what he is. Errol thinks this is he ain't gonna have to lose his legs as much. He feel his legs was gone and he was trying to get them back and bounce and do all this. No. See, Errol, let me tell you something about Errol. Errol has never been in a situation like this. Did you see Errol lose in the Olympics? I did. This is why he didn't win a gold medal. Errol was a basic fighter. Right? But he's holding his head up high. He's with his family. He's with his kids. I'm not saying he's okay with losing. What I'm saying is he's okay. Of course, I know who Paul Rubens is. A lot of you don't. You just know him as Pee Wee Herman. I know him as Paul Rubens. Let me tell you about Paul Rubens. I'm going to do it on Screen Fiend, though, and fill you in detail. But I met Paul Rubens when Gotham, the show that I religiously watch, brought him on. He played the original Penguin. He was the Penguin's father in the Batman Returns movie, and he was the Penguin's father playing the same role again in the Penguin, the new series, the Penguin on Gotham. So yes, I know about him. I know about him from the movie Blow. He was great in that role. I told you he went through a fat camp. Nobody wanted to believe me. I said Errol went through a fat camp. Everything he was doing is because he was fat. And then he lost all this weight. And that's why you see him there with the acupuncture, and he doing all this to get his shoulder back right. You know why you got all these nicks and tees and these injuries, these nick tuck injuries you got when you were before the fight and all that? Because you came in too big. You need to go ahead and get yourself right. This is why physically you was a mess. I knew that going in. That physically you weren't going to be ready for this because you're not ready. Period. You don't have the skill set. You don't have the physicality. You don't have any of this. Look at that. You going in for acupuncture on your shoulders to relieve pressure and all that. You know why you doing that? Because he was fat. When you do all this high motion energy getting beat on, that stuff take wear and tear. And if you don't stay active in doing so, and you get all big and relaxed, and then you try to go back to the grind, you get injured. This is what happened to Keith Thurman. Keith one-fight Thurman. Every time Keith had a fight, he would injure himself or break his hand because he would go off, wouldn't train after the fight. Right, you wouldn't train after a fight. Keith Thurman would lived in the gym. Then once him and Getty, his former trainer, once Keith Thurman won, he wasn't hungry anymore. He became less and less. He got the title. He became less and less a gym rat. He would only train when it was time for a fight. He got 5 weeks to get in shape. And then he got all this excess weight to lose. Once you got that attitude, you only gonna train when it's fight time, or when the contract signed, you're in trouble. Now, I want y'all to understand when I say something. I told you Errol Spence was doing what? Stalling the fight. PBC and Al Heyman was stalling the fight so that Errol Spence could try to get in some sort of shape. This fight was supposed to happen 6 months ago, last year in December. Remember? And it didn't happen. Why didn't the fight happen? Oh, Terrence Crawford is ducking the fight. And then you got a big blimp, Errol Spence, talking about, man, he ain't trying to make a fight, man. We trying, man. We ain't even waiting on him no more. He playing games. He was going to fight somebody all along. This was his plan. No, he wanted to fight you. Y'all was playing around. This is why he didn't wait on y'all and went and took another fight. Because y'all was playing games. Exactly. He trains like a fighter. He prepares himself as a fighter. Discipline. His discipline never broke. Look at this. This dude got the doggone out. The aqua zones on his back where they pump the oxygen in there. This is going to pull it up, get all this nooks and crannies out, and your spine will be able to recover faster. He got all of these gadgets. He like Inspector Gadget in there. You went through all of this in this fat camp. Where's the boxing training? This is what I be trying to tell y'all. Where was all the boxing training in this? I don't see boxing training. Look at this. This was your training. You was training not to be a fat boy. See, he's trying to contract and get all that fat that was in his back, and it's slowing him down. You can't throw those type of punches when you're training, when you fat boy. Can't be a fat boy and do all that. You went through a fat camp. Now, Bud wanted this fight so bad. He took a pre-camp a month before this. He came to Vegas a month early just to get experience and training in Vegas to get acclimated. He wanted another camp. He put everything in this fight. Bud is best when he wants to fight like he got something to prove. That's when he's the most dangerous. And this is the biggest fight there was. Everybody had Errol Spence. But Vegas wasn't stupid. Vegas knew better. They was like, Errol started off as the favorite. Now he's not the favorite. Of course he ain't the favorite. Why in the world would you keep Errol Spence as the favorite when he ain't fought in 15 months? And he fat as a blimp. There's no way. Errol had no business in at 154. In that fight, talking about he ready. Even in his physical best, he wasn't going to win. He can come in at 54. He still was going to lose. All that he talking about. Guess what? At the end of the day, he was going to lose. Yep, at the end of the day, he was going to lose. And that's all I know. A guy in Nebraska in my work was showing out today. Of course, Nebraska finna stand up. Y'all gonna put some respect on Nebraska's name. So I'm trying to tell y'all, every excuse in the book, y'all can come with. Don't forget, y'all can listen to it. It's called Rope-A-Dope Radio. That's one word. Not broken up or nothing. Rope-A-Dope Radio on Blog Talk. Blog Talk is one word. blogtalk.com. Just, you ain't got to put the .com. Just say Rope-A-Dope Radio on Blog Talk. And you're going to have it right there. Look at that. Look at that man back. Look how it's zoned up. Mm. Yeah. Exactly. You see that? Man Down Promotion presents smoking. You a fighter. What you talking about smoking? Look fried right now. Look, you see how his head was standing up at the end of the night? I told you, he looked like a 1970 R&B cracked out singer. That boy looking like Eddie Kane. Hair all messed up. That blowout was gone. In the rematch, Bud and Ford. What's up? Thanks for the super chat, bro. Well, a lot of people think my man Tarver trying to lobby for a job. Like, oh, he trying to put a man out of job. We gonna talk about that. Tarver finna hit me back. He was busy. You know, he lost his voice basically over the weekend. So I told him to hit me back. But what did Tarver? Tarver told you exactly what I told him. We know this game. Tarver told you exactly what was going on and what was going to happen in this fight. Could Tarver help Spence? If Spence listened to Tarver, he'll fight a whole different way. He wouldn't get his hurt probably right away, but he's going to get hurt and he's going to get stopped again. Because, see, the self-doubt is in there now. See, the self-doubt finna creep in. You thought he had doubt before the fight? You think he even had doubt now? Doubt finna hit this boy in the face like a splash of water. Ice water. So while he doing his aerobics on one leg and pushing up, getting strong, strong ain't all you need to be in this fight. Strong is just a piece of it. Everybody gonna be strong. Now, as he got his strength and condition on and he got strong, what happened when strong meet strong? Right? And it cancel each other out. Something else has got to step up. Something else has got to give. The irresistible force versus the immovable object. And we saw what happened. Don't tell me Errol is weight drained when he ain't had nothing to do but make 147 pounds. You had 15 months to get to 147 pounds. I don't want to hear weight drain when you fight at 147 pounds. Nobody made you come down from nothing. You wasn't fighting at 154 and 160 and said, I got to come down to 47 for this fight. That's weight draining. So how was he weight draining? He the 147 champion. He's the champion at this weight class. So how is he weight drained? It was funny. Y'all said Bud was weight drained. Mel has you in your physical training on point. Mel did his job. He turned you from a fat boy to a ripped boy. He had you ready for the fight physically. But the little nicks and things that irritate you, like your shoulder injuries and tightness and all that, that comes from eating all that damn ice cream you've been eating and laying on the couch. Sitting there getting big as hell. It's like, dog, man, you can't get this big. And y'all wanted Terrence to just burn himself out with training all the time. Y'all got this man training thinking y'all talking about making a fight in December, and he knew y'all was lying. Y'all kept stalling him. He's like, man, I'm not finna be sitting around all day waiting on Errol. I'm gonna take me a fight. So how much did that tune-up help Terrence Crawford? The tune-up, that guy fought better than Errol. Errol probably can't beat the tune-up guy. The guy that Bud fought for the tune-up fight, they should have put him in for the night. He'd have got you your money's worth. Hey, what's up, KB? He said he finally caught a lie. Yeah. So after today, I told Gil, KB, that's it. I'm gonna leave him alone because you told me he quit. He don't want to do it. He don't want to do this no more. So I'm like, all right, cool. I won't talk about your terrible show no more. I'll leave you alone after today. So today, the last day, and then we'll see how long he keep his promise this time. I know. We know ain't no need for no rematch. We know what the result gonna be. But this is what happened when you go through a fat camp. And y'all thought I was just hating on Errol Spence. And I'm trying to tell you, the man went through a fat camp for a reason. You see that? He had everything they've been showing him. What's up, Boxing Gems? Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm going to be on the radio station at 7 p.m. Central Time. So, I say about another hour or so, that's when the show starts. I'm going to be over there. Yeah, I've been holding back on some stuff just for the show, on the radio show. Chris Carlson's radio show, Rope-A-Dope Radio. Yeah, it's on Blog Talk Radio. So you go to Rope-A-Dope Radio, it's right there. You can call in and be on the show. Call in, listen. It's going to be a lot of people on there tonight. So Errol decided today, call out for that rematch and exercise that clause because it's going to be, he wants it at 154. Oh, yeah, of course. Everybody know that now. He going to beat this man no matter what. Now, Errol went through a fat camp to get in shape and all this stuff, and he was ready to go, primed. But all of a sudden, now the beatdown took place. He believes he needed to be at 154. Weight wasn't the difference. As I told everybody, it's skill. It's the mistakes that Errol made that makes it tailor-made for Terrence Crawford. He makes way too many mistakes. And it's not normally his fault. It's not his fault. It's how he was trained to fight. Oh, we're going to go into the Derrick James scenario. But I'm going to do that after I do the radio show. Because Tara finna hit me back. He kind of lost his voice, like I said, over the weekend. So he'll hit me up. Might have Paulie on tonight. I got to hit him back because we keep missing each other. Boy, Kwame, Suge just did some stupid today. This dude tried to show off and brag about some women and messed up and showed the wrong things. He trying to show he got all these women. He just opened up a whole new can of worm. And he did it himself. Boy, I tell you, that boy just dumb, and dumber. Now he talking about he want to play me in basketball. And he can get underdog fantasy to do it. And he can do the boxing. And I'm like, look, I ain't finna play nobody in basketball. Try to tear my ACL. But you want to box? No problem. Set that up. Set that up immediately. I get to punch you in the face. Oh man, boy, you don't want that. Get the money up, and I'm there. You see, everything in that fight told me everything. One guy wanted it more. You see, Bud wanted it more. And while he's training doing boxing, you seeing Errol doing calisthenics. They were showing you this man doing calisthenics, stretching his back out, everything. This is what happens when you are fat and you are trying to do things you don't normally do. He's still recovering from that accident. That accident been 4 years ago. He done had 2 fights since then. Not one of y'all has said he's been recovering from that accident. While he getting stretched out, right here, he was getting stretched out in the ring. Now, I respect Errol. Errol has a lot of heart. But as you see, they ain't show Errol do a lot of boxing at all. They showed him in this fat camp. He was fat camping it the whole time. That's right, Mr. Finley. It's been a minute. Glad to see you back. That man been in 3 car accidents. He shouldn't even be driving. He got dropped by State Farm. They don't play that. But the thing is, everything you see is them getting all the cramps out of his neck, everything. So before he can get to boxing, like Terrence Crawford could just exercise, train, and get right to it, he can't really get right to it because he gotta get himself ready to throw those big shots. And when he throw those big shots, it hurt a lot more now because you got all this excess of weight you gotta lose. Yes, it's physical therapy during his camp. Not from no accident. It's the accident of him getting overweight and throwing big punches. So you gotta do all of these routines to stretch yourself out and get yourself ready because you gotta throw these big shots. Ain't no excuses. Because even if he didn't get all big and fat and get down into shape, this was the same result. He was going to get this all day, all night. Pop, 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 pop. His head all day long. Well, he's finna secure his future. So he got 6 more months for one more fight. Now nobody's gonna really think he got a shot in hell of winning. And then it's gonna be Jermel's turn. Oh, I can't wait for that either. That's what I need. Well, the way we look at it is different. See, When Jermell Charlo was doing this thing, Mel fought entirely different than Jamal. It'll present some problems for Canelo early, but as the fight go on, and when Canelo hit him, Jermell probably ain't gonna be hit. This is probably the hardest hitter Jermell has been in the ring with. Canelo is not as slow as they think, and Jermell is not as fast as people think. He throws and loads up with a lot of power, and he's very athletic, but you can see everything that he's throwing. So it's no surprise when he get caught and he get dropped. Errol is what you would call a basic fighter. Basic. He stays in a zone that's safe. He doesn't really do anything that's out the ordinary or extravagant. He has a lot of heart and determination. He comes forward with punches and force, but it's always against smaller dudes. Now he's going up against people his size, and he gonna have to deal with it. Well, I want them to be happy. I want them to be safe. I want all these guys to do what they do to perfection. And I want y'all to see something here. Terrence Bud Crawford is finna show his son how to throw the punch that put Errol Spence on his butt. Watch how he shows his son how to throw the punch. Look, he's in the ring with his son. Look how he's doing it. He's setting it up and teaching his son how to throw it. And his son looked just like him. Looked just like him. Had the same hairdo and everything. Bud used to have a hair like that. Now watch the son. He see the same thing. He's teaching him to throw it. Now here it comes, son. Look how he's saying. Son, here it come. Now what do you do? Here it come. Now what you do? See this boy, see what the son do? Set him up. Bop! Boom! Right uppercut. When he come right here, what would you do? You close the door. Boom! Right uppercut. He was showing, using his hand as the fighter. Coming in. Said, this is it. Boom! See? Right there. Pop! And that's the shot that put Errol on his keister. That was the shot right there. That his son, he's teaching his son to throw. That was the shot that put him on his butt. Well, where was that? Where was Spence ain't the same since the car accident at when he beat Ugas? Where was the Spence ain't the same since the car accident when he beat Danny Garcia? Now all of a sudden, first it was Spence gonna win, but since he got his brains beat in, like we said it was gonna happen, I said this 3 years ago, 4 years ago, before the accident. This was going to happen. This was going to happen, just like this. Accident and no accident, this was going to be the result. But we knew what you was going to say. And we said, once he get beat, y'all going to say, well, he ain't the same since the accident. It's the accident. It's got to be a reason. The reason is styles make fights. That's your reason. Styles make fights. His style versus his style is tailor-made for him to get knocked out. He only knows how to come forward and bully you, and you're right into the kill zone when you come to Bud Crawford. Now you guys know that. Before, you didn't. I knew it before the fight. Look how calm he is as compared to Errol. This is what he taught his son, remember? Remember he just showing his son? They come in, you close the door. Look, he licked the tongue out, baiting him. Come on, swing at me. I got my hand low. I got my hand low. Come get me. I got my high guard up. He see Errol make that approach. He started to punch right away. See, he looked at him the whole rip. Boof! Errol never saw it, never did anything because he loading up to come with that wide shot. But look at that, all concentration. Boof! The same punch he's showing his son how to throw. Teaching him young about setting traps. Counter punchers set traps. Errol comes forward. So this has nothing to do with weight. This is about boxing ability. This is about skills. Errol don't set traps. This guy set traps. You are a pressure fighter. He's a counter puncher. He's an all-around complete fighter. This separates good from great. I told you that. And now you're seeing it again. So now he got cracked right on the chin, right? He landed his bone, but he is basically out on his feet. The other shot just put him down. His corner should have stopped this fight, and we're going to get into that on the radio show. At this point, the towel should have came in. Right, that's how I would have knocked Suge out. I'd have been like, come get some. Come get some. Bip! They me, Suge, where you at? But I'm going to get disqualified because I'll probably jump on top of him and just beat the living hell out of him. Gil probably come up in the ring. Hey, I'm going to get in the ring. And then we get the second fight going to start. Kick his ass too. Then he finna come with lawyers. Oh, snap. No, Errol's got a lot of heart. Heart is good, but hard to get you hurt. That's what your trainer and everybody else is there for. They have to protect you against yourself. Nothing in this fight was finna change in your favor. You were not finna land a punch to turn nothing around at this point. Even though you the champion, 3 knockdowns, you ain't finna win this fight, bro. You ain't did nothing to say, well, I'm gonna give you another go at it because you seem to be coming back or something working for you. No. Don't let your fighter take some unnecessary shots he don't need to take anymore. Did Eminem give Bud Crawford an advantage? I've heard that today. Eminem, he gave Errol Spence an advantage. I mean, he gave Terrence Crawford an advantage, man. Terrence Crawford just had some local guy from the hood, man. Once he saw Eminem was on Bud's side, man, it hurt his spirit. Man, like, man, dog, he come to the ring last and he got Eminem. Now Eminem's in the reason. Boy, they have come up with every excuse in the book. I swear to God. I can't make it up. Now the new thing is he was poisoned by Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford camp, I think Errol Spence. No, not Terrence Crawford. Let me take that back. PBC. They sacrificed Errol Spence because they want Terrence Crawford. So they poisoned him and set him out there to cash him out. That's the new lie. I forgot to tell you that one. Now Eminem and PBC did Errol dirty. Eminem, man, he came out there and that distracted Errol. Once he saw Eminem, yes, poisoned. I'm not lying. I'm not lying, people. I can't make this up. They said he was poisoned. They're coming up with every excuse in the book for Errol Spence. They just can't accept he lost. Errol Spence poisoned. I kid you not. Errol Spence needs justice for being poisoned by promotion. Errol Spence activate the rematch clause. Errol Spence, let me see this. Errol Spence asks, where do all the money go? Okay, that's me. But y'all see what I'm saying?
Understand it. We ain't tripping on Errol Spence losing fair and square. Give me a fair shake like Floyd Mayweather always say. Just give me a fair shake. But that nigga was drugged, man. That wasn't Errol Spence. I don't care about none of that stuff.
Errol Spence was drugged. You see what I'm saying? Y'all think I be lying when I tell you that these are the type of people that's out here now, making up anything they can because they boy lost. Errol Spence was sacrificed by the PBC. Did Errol Spence lose because of Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman? I'm telling you. Didn't I tell y'all? I ain't making this up. I'm not just saying that to try to, oh, you just want to say that to keep milking it. No, every day they come up with something stupid.
The victory is all.
You can't tell me nothing, man. Errol Spence been telling y'all, hey, man, I'm better than ever. We knew what y'all was going to say. We knew what y'all was going to say once he lost. Once he lost, we knew what y'all was going to say. Man, if it wasn't for that car accident, he knew that. That's what Bud said. I almost don't even want to fight him now. Because we know once we whoop him so bad, y'all going to think it's the car accident. It just looked like the car accident. He looked worse in that fight than he did from the car accident. Now, is he the same fighter? No, you're going to lose something. But I'm not thinking car accident as the reason why. I'm not thinking that at all. I'm not sitting here going, man, you know, that car. I'm like, the car? Screw the car. This ain't about no car accident. This is a boxing accident. That boxing got to him. Forget the car. So yeah, it's 2 hours from now. I'll be ready. Yeah, he ran into another accident. And Jermell Charlo, you next. Well, you gonna vacate the title on over to old homeboy Sue for all the belts. He's gonna let us know a lot. But they already gonna get started on this rematch, which it don't need to be. But they gotta sell the reason for a rematch. They thought Errol would at least make it closer. That dude got smoked like a pack of coos from the opening bell, from the opening ding. It was everything I said, word for word. Word for word, dog. You can't. I had the 8th round. I said by the 8th round, Errol on the ground and done. I said one side, beat down. Like, no, from the start, it's over. That prediction was so accurate on that radio station. People were livid that I actually said that. And even the host said, I got Terrence Crawford winning, but I don't see it like that. So, you know, I can't believe you got it like that. I'm like, just wait. Now, today's the day. That's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss this show. So y'all can listen to it. If you got a computer, you can go on Blog Talk Radio, and then you can listen to the show. It's starting in 2 hours. Yep, go on Blog Talk Radio. And man, it's gonna be hot fire. Great job. Shouts out to D Style Boxing, K9 Boxing, my man K9. Shoot, man, there's so many people out here that did their thing and been around this game. Tony Otava, Paulie Malignaggi, 78 Sports TV. Shouts out to him. And shouts out to Blood Boxing. Gotta shout out Blood. There's a lot of people out here doing their thing. It's not about anybody picking Errol. Like, if you picked Errol, so I don't like you. If you picked Errol, that's cool. You thought Errol could win the fight. I'm not mad at anybody who picked Errol Spence. Not mad at you. That's who you picked to win the fight. You thought, okay, this guy was going to do X, Y, and Z, and this and this. I picked Bud, and I said this and this and this. So when the fight's over, don't try to go and create stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that pill and swallow it. Don't try to make the excuses for him. Don't sit there and say he was poisoned by PBC. Don't tell me Eminem came out and man, Errol was shocked. Man, Eminem was against him, so he thought it was a setup. He's like, oh man, they got Eminem and he came out last. Why I ain't coming out last? And I ain't got Eminem. I got some local Texas dude. Where's the Dallas Cowboys? Why they had him bring Errol out? That dude, man, that made Errol feel a certain way. Like, man, they all against me. Are we really this stupid? Or we really know people doing stuff just for content? Now that's just for content. Okay? They're trying to get people to jump on that bandwagon and use that as an excuse. The same way they did when Wilder got knocked out. Oh, the gloves, look at that. He had some in his gloves. See how the tape is coming off? Man, look at that. He hitting him with the other part of it. He hit him with his wrist. He did all that. That's an egg weight in his hand. He got an egg weight in his hand. He punching him with egg weights. That's why he hit so hard. Man, they did Wilder dirty. Then they did the rematch. He went right back to sleep. What happened then? They asked Errol about the rematch. You know what Errol said? Errol said, it should be closer now. My cousin even told me. He was like, man, it's going to be a closer fight. He's like, man, if we do the rematch, we do it at 154, it's going to be a closer match. He didn't even say he was going to win. He said it's going to be a closer match. That lets you know mentally where Arrowhead is. It's going to be a closer match? Is that what you talking about? Closer? This ain't pitching quarters? Close? Nobody thinking about close over here? It's going to be a closer match. You believe he said that? It's going to be closer. I'm not thinking close. Are you thinking closer? Because I'm not thinking close. I don't think it'll be worse. I think he gets stopped again because he's going to be a little bit more cautious. He's going to be trying to do different stuff. He's going to stay on the outside more. But when he reaches, that's when he's going to get in trouble. When he starts coming in, that's where he's going to get in trouble. Those are the elements that get people like mollywopped. Is when they start doing things outside of the box of what is their norm. See, Errol never trained to be that kind of fighter, to stay on the outside all day. He's a grind you out type guy. But when he was an amateur, he used to box, stay out, because that was the name of the game. Try to score little points, get your little shots in, and do all that. But Terrence is more athletic, and his reflexes and boxing skills are a lot better than Errol Spence. His pick and pop was so top notch that he had enough time to pick off his shot and still hit him with the same glove before Errol can even pull back. Do you want to know why that is? is because Errol, as I told you in the video, has a very wide stance. I told you, wide stances is not going to help you. Mostly it protects you against body punches and it helps you have control of the ring, but you reach a lot more when you have a wider stance. You have to reach, and if you reach with somebody whose reflexes are very sharp, they could counter you quick off any jab, anything you throw that's soft or off speed or fill out. If you don't mean that jab and you just putting it out there, and you're just like, I'm gonna put this jab out there, they're gonna go catch, pop. And in Bud's situation, he would catch it, shoot the left, pop, come with another right, pop, hit him with a 2-1, put him down. Oh, he was off balance. Oh no, he wasn't off balance. Look at his legs when he got up, and he was smiling. That wasn't off balance. That ain't off balance, buddy. The legs don't lie. The legs don't lie. Now, because he was in good shape, you see what I'm saying? The fat camp and everything else put him in good shape. So he was able to withstand and stand in there, get operated on, like operation. Zip, 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 zip. And you saw another problem that other fighters pointed out that was surprising to them. He doesn't know how to block a jab. Errol's never really blocked jabs. He normally walks through punches. But you can hit Errol a lot. He got hit a lot with jabs. People never paid attention. I did. Somebody just made a video right now saying, man, Errol Spence wasn't poison. Oh, Derek Chan. They said Derek James apologized to Errol Spence after the fight.
I said if I act, and I don't even apologize. If I really meant something, I'm not apologize. And no, man, don't worry about that. He said, too late for a fight. Simplify everybody, simple words. This is what it is. When you hear people.
Mo 3, did Errol really flip his car over dealing with Mo 3? Here's the situation. A lot of people have been asking me that. Now, I thought I addressed it one time, but the thing with Breezy and all that, that was some real street stuff. And Errol should have been Errol and stayed away from that. You know what I'm saying? Errol should have just stayed away and did what he did. That's all I was saying. Whew. Errol fights Boots. That ain't never gonna happen. That's a fight you never gonna see. Errol Spence Jr. is not gonna fight Boots Ennis. And I'm gonna tell you why you won't see that fight. He's not gonna fight Boots Ennis because he don't have to fight Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis has fought nobody. Y'all doing it again. Y'all doing it again. It's like, didn't y'all learn this from Errol Spence? Didn't y'all learn this from all of these fighters? Y'all keep making the same mistake. Keep on making it. Stop making this same mistake. Man. Boots is a good fighter. He's good. He's not next level extraordinary, but there's some good things. He has a lot of good qualities about him that I like. Now, I don't think Boots gets stopped in the first round by Bud. Boots is a much bigger guy, but I've seen his bell rung. He don't have a lot of tricks to him like Bud, but you know he's solid. He's a solid fighter. I mean, he's nothing really. You have to see something of of stature, basically. I want to see him against some of these other young up and coming fighters that's on this level. We saw Earl once he fought Sean Porter, um, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia. It's like these guys are. You look at that resume. Mikey Garcia is a 135 fighter. So what he did at 47 not gonna make any lick of difference. Danny Garcia is a 140 fighter. His power never resonated at 47. 40 was his limit. So he's a small guy with no power at this weight class. So Spence is too much for him. And you saw how that fight went. Ugas was a great challenge for him, but it looked like he was way too comfortable. And they made his life real easy, brought his family over. So he really didn't train like he normally trains when it's time to get down. And you saw what he was able to do to Errol. So now, Errol, who claimed to have felt weight drained or felt a little light at the weight, is not going to campaign at 47. Now he's going to go back to 54, which he started his career at. He started his career at 54. He was with Top Rank. He went over to, he was at 154. It wasn't working out for him. So when he went ahead and came over to Al Heyman and those guys, he was campaigning at 47 because those guys was hitting a little too hard at 54. He wasn't ready for that. So they felt like if we put him at 47, then, we can get some of those fights that favor his style. While Bud Crawford had fought different styles. He fought bigger guys, like real big dudes. So his thing is more well-rounded. Boots versus Bud. Who you got? If you're asking me that, it's 100% Bud Crawford. Why would I doubt anything? Stylistically, Boots is not even, the fact that everybody is saying Boots, 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 it echoes everything that I was saying prior, right? It's like, man, we right back at the same mistake. We bumping people up based off what? Who they beat? Who did Boots fight last? You can't even say his name because you don't know. And yet here we are talking about Boots. So it's like they're doing it to you once again. I doubt Bud fights Boots. Timing, son. It's all about the timing. Now, the accident had nothing to do with that accident right there. You see what I'm saying? But as you can see, look at that. Look how open he is. He's wide punching again. He's a wide puncher. Leaves himself wide open. With a fighter like Bud Crawford, you're in trouble. He knocked the curl out of his hair. He knocked the curl out of Errol Spence's hair. Errol's hair was all curly and all that, man. That stuff was gone. By the end of that fight, that boy had a blowout like the Jackson 5. I want to be your sugar daddy, sugar honey, can you miss me? A, B, C. When boy lands 1, 2, 3. It's do, re, mi, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me now. When I got the wrong phone, nobody gonna know, no. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna show how to take a jab, how to take a jab. Cause all I could do is A, B, C. And I got me hit with a 1, 2, 3. Can't you see? 1, 2, 3, baby, he got me, girl. I'll tell you, he knocked the curl out. Look, dog, he got a natural now. He got a natural blowout. Man, look at this. It's Earl's first loss that was official. He lost to Sean Porter. If you add up the scores, you go back and score that fight, Sean Porter won by 1 point. But, they want this. They wanted this big money fight, and they got it. Porter was meant to be the tune-up. They didn't know the tune-up was gonna turn up. Then y'all said Sean Porter was just done when he got to Bud Crawford. I'm like, did y'all see what Bud did to him? Oh, he was all used up. He was old school. No, he wasn't. That wasn't the case. That's not what happened to him. Let me show you what happened to him. That boy was getting broke up from the body shots. He was looping the shots around the punches. His wild shots. He wasn't on the straight line like Bud was. I mean, like Errol was. He wasn't on the straight line. He got out the way. Woo! He got out the way. Yeah, Jose Benavidez, Mean Machine, David Ardenian, all did better than Errol Spence. Why is that? Tailor-made. His style is tailor-made for those guys. Now tell Errol Spence, go fight Jose Benavidez. Go fight David Artinian. Go fight Mean Machine. Fight those guys and get an education. Because those are tough fights. Like I said, the tune-up did better than Errol over here. Errol would do better in a rematch because it ain't hard to do better than this. So he'll do better in the rematch, but what does that really mean in the end? Don't forget to subscribe if y'all new here. Oh no, that ain't no belt whooping there. That's DCFS right there. You gotta you gotta call DCFS immediately. That ain't no belt whooping there. That's man, he got hit with the yardstick, the side of the house, everything. You better call DCFS for that beating. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I bet you that cousin don't want to get in there now. I bet you Errol cousin who had all that mouth ain't got nothing to say now. Remember him with all that mouth? Running off at the mouth, Errol cousin, talking to Bud all crazy, disrespectful. I bet you after that, he said, think I'm gonna shut up. You got your cousin messed up. You got your cousin messed up, is what you did. Damn, Hank Lundy did better than him. You see, Terrence was fighting different styles. He wasn't having the same food on his plate every fight. He ain't finna do a Ugas and just shell up. And where is Q? QE, where are you at with my money? Errol Spence was a hype job all along. Errol's not a hype job. I mean, the thing is, listen. It's like this. Okay? It's like this. Errol Spence is what he is. Okay? Errol Spence is a come forward pressure fighter, but it works against smaller people he can overpower when he has to resort to a boxing match because power for power is different, right? Now, when you see the body punching, remember y'all said Errol's gonna punish him to the body? And I told you Bud is a better body puncher, because he precisely places his body punches. He's not just going to the body, just swinging there. Like Errol do. He's putting pressure on them. He throws a body shot that folds you up and gets you up out of there. Errol just breaks you down with his attrition. These guys are more dangerous. Like Bud. You see, he's seeing and looking at everything he wants to place. And everybody thinks those body shots wasn't hurting Errol. Do you look at Errol right now? You see the expression on his face after get hit in the body, after cutting all that fat off that belly? He knew exactly where to place that punch, right in that belly. I'm gonna punch it, put it right there where it used to be a keg. Yeah, that omelet coming up. Paul Pierce was honest. I want my name back. Paul Pierce was in the crowd for the first knockdown. Dog, Paul Pierce is the livest dude in there. Dog, y'all gotta see that. Paul Pierce, as soon as he got knocked down the first time, Pierce was up. Yeah! Told y'all, man. Paul Pierce is live. Paul Pierce was the livest there. He was the livest guy there. Paul Pierce, because, man, he calling himself the truth. He's like, man, that's my name. I'm the truth. There's only one truth now, me. After that performance, he's going to fight better at 54? No, he's going to fight safer at 54. He ain't gonna come in there and try to, if he come in there and try to bulldog Terrence Crawford in the rematch because he at 54, he feels strong, and he just gonna come bull rush Terrence, he going to sleep. He going to sleep. He going to sleep in 3. That boy was hurt in every round from 2 to 9. Every round he was hurt. Even the rounds he didn't go down in, those could have been 10-8 rounds. He was hurt in every round. So when people try to say he was off balance, well, what happened in round 3 when he was getting zipped on? He was still zip. That boy was like, I'll take one more. I'm good, bartender. I don't need you to tell me to cut me off. I'll take another one of them jabs. Zip! I got a little kick. I'm still here now. Let's go. Shoot, he was getting zipped on all night. Zippity doo dah. Zip, 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 zip. What? Oh, wow, that was a hook. I'm like, so he was in shape. He was in shape. Because if he wasn't in shape, he'd have been asleep in about 3. He had heart to keep moving forward, getting up. Then in the 7th round, his body is failing him. the body shots that Bud would hit him with, boof, boof, hit him in the body, that's stopping all that movement. Now he can't really move the legs the way he want to because he's getting hit a lot and it's taking a lot out of his legs. He's buzzed, so you go to the body. You hit him up top, but boom, sneak one downstairs. That's why he ain't moving around. He can only stand still and fight and come forward and initiate a hug and do something to stop this action. And he's trying to bounce to get his legs back under him because them body shots is taking a toll on him. I'm telling you, I love the sweet science. All right, poison. Like, this ain't Bill DeVoe. Poison. What are they talking about? Ain't no Bill DeVoe. The only poison was them doggone punches that was coming from Bud. They were poisoning your body every time they landed. Zip! That jab is poison. Never trust Bud Crawford when he smiles. That punch is poison. He's dangerous. Poison. That's the only poison that was taking place out there. But let me go get ready for this show, man. All right. I'm going to holler at y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, thanks to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0. Don't forget to subscribe to his page. Don't forget to follow Welcome to HD, Seattle Seahawks, Jose Rodriguez's channel. And, man, Ticket TV, Blood Boxing, 78, D-Style Boxing, boxing and basketball, Sean Craddock. We still doing our thing, hanging around, and we getting it in, man. Thank y'all for who subscribe. My Patreon is Carcino for Life. I'm going to really go in over there. I really haven't did it yet, but we finna go in over there. I got something big for y'all tomorrow. Y'all gonna be stunned. Y'all think y'all was stunned this month? Wait till tomorrow on the 1st. We jump off on the 1st. Later. What's up, Outlaw? Shouts out to you too. T. LB hiding. I'm out the door.